Jared pulling Fronos Photo.com, and this is a late night Spreecast, 11:33. Huge news for all of us Nikon fans and all those Canon fans as well. Welcome, Adam Lerner. How are you?
Good. How are you guys doing?
Pretty good. Now that the Nikon D4 has been announced, and I actually got to play with it, sniff it, shoot it, love it, learn it, do whatever I wanted with it. So, guys, before we get started, we have a live embed actually going on FronosPhoto.com where we have that working. I need to, Greg, can you put up the FronosPhoto.com/Spreecast comment on the screen so that everybody, like if they want to watch over there, they can click over there? That's a cool thing because from now on, we're going to have our own embed over on the website. But what this Spreecast is about, we're going to be talking about the Nikon D4. I want to answer your questions about it. Adam and I are going to discuss things about it. So start rolling those questions in. I actually played with it, got about a half an hour with it, and I got to fill in Adam because he just realized, well, it just went live and I couldn't say a word. So now it's time to fill him in. Adam, what questions do you have?
How did it feel in your hands? Tell me about that.
It was pretty awesome.
Compared to a D3S, let's say?
Compared to the D3S right here, it's actually lighter. It said it's 2.2 pounds, which is 1 kilo, right? It's a kilo, so it's it felt a little wider for some reason. And then when I said it felt heavier, they told me it was lighter. So it's just one of those things where it's such a minuscule difference in weight that it probably doesn't affect very much. And it just felt really nice in the hand. It had some just, you know, when you shoot vertical, it had a nice rubber grip put back down here. This becomes like a rubber nubber, so you can shoot vertical.
Like the little rubber joystick kind of AF selector like the D700 grip?
Well, that was something else. Yeah, that's what I think they took from borrowed from Canon and added 2 of them. As you can see in the video that I put up on Fronos Photo, it added one right here, and it added one right here and one right here. So when you're shooting horizontal, you don't have to use this D-pad. There's a dedicated up, down, left, right, BA, select, start button that is just for doing selecting a focus. And you can do the same thing with the horizontal, just like the 7000 and just like the 700. But here, before we get into that, guys, I think I'll give away some T-shirts to people who go out there and tweet and post on Facebook. Yep, Ryan, that's Contra for you. So if you guys go ahead and tweet that we're having a discussion right now with the D4, about the Nikon D4, and put it on Facebook or wherever you would like, feel free to do that, and I'll go through afterwards and find somebody who did the Facebook and the Twitter and give somebody a T-shirt and contact them to do that. So you can either send them back to this link or you can send them back to the website to FronosPhoto.com/Spreecast. But hey, you know what? What do you got, Greg? Adam. I didn't see that question that came on the screen.
Oh, it looks like we got Rich Myers coming on.
I just dragged Richie on, yeah.
All right.
We'll see if Richie works. I don't know if he's even working right now. I didn't even check to see as a preview. It doesn't look like he's working, so let's keep talking. Let's see. Hey, guys, will you get a D4 Adam, will you be getting a D4 as it comes out?
Oh, yeah. I mean, you know, just based on looking at the specs, you know, I know that ISO capability, the new improved focusing system, you know, just you know, obviously video capability. There's so many things about the new camera that I know that can only make what I'm doing in my job a lot, you know, better.
And I see this question down here. Somebody asked about pretty much would you upgrade from a D3S and all that to, hey, Adam Rosenberg is requesting to join.
Let's get him in there.
And we got Richie too. Hold on, I want to grab Richie first. Adam, you hang on. But what I'm going to say is that the D4, hey Richie, welcome to the crew. We don't hear you. I don't hear you. Adam, do you hear him?
No, but he looks good.
Yeah, Richie looks good. So while he figures out his microphone thing, check the Hit the settings button, Richie. It's right next to the timer, and see if you can reset that properly. But while we're doing that, let me go into the details. What was that?
I was telling Rich to look at that little gear next to the clock.
Yeah, let me talk for 1 second. So here we go. You've got if you own a Nikon D3S, or if you don't do a lot of video, then the D4 may not be for you. If you're a professional that does a lot of video, that does a ton of stills, and you're looking to progress into shooting video, I said this in the YouTube video that I put together, the preview, that the D4 is for you if you are a full-time working pro that has, the know-how to do video and wants to learn and do all of that stuff. So, hey, yeah, that's cool. Hey, Mike, thanks for watching over there on the embed. That's really cool. Ari, come over. Is Ari in the room? I don't see if Ari's in the room.
He's right there.
Wow. Somebody request to get Ari up on that screen. But anyway, so let's get some more questions in there. Adam, it felt great. I'll just say that it felt great. It smelled like OMG, exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point. And if somebody wants to request to get Father Anthony as a co-producer, that would help a lot because he knows what we're looking for. But the camera was so fast. You picked it up and it was 10 frames a second, but it sounds like a tank. It feels like a tank. The quality of the screen is amazing. And here, why don't I go into a negative real quick? It's got 2 card slots. No longer is it 2 compact flash card slots. It's 1 compact flash card slot, and it's got that QXD or XQD card. So it's 2 different cards. I now have to go get new media if I want to go ahead and do dual redundancy and have the same thing save to card 1 and save to card 2. I don't think it's a major issue. I'm just going to have to invest some money in those new cards to make that happen. What's your thought on that, Adam?
I think that the fact that they're forcing you to change media it's like an Apple maneuver. It's like when Apple decided that FireWire was the connectivity standard, or when Apple decided that that we no longer needed optical drives, or flash was no longer. It's kind of one of those things that you're being forced into, but at the same time, these new cards seem like the read write is so fast. And considering that we're doing bursts of huge raw files, and we're doing video, it makes a lot of sense.
Here, and I got that was the first time I've ever seen the card, and I thought they were just. I thought it was going to be the same size as a compact flash card. Right. I had no idea that it's a cross between compact flash and an SD. It's like stuck in the middle. It's a smaller size, but what's cool about it is it doesn't have any pins. So no longer will you have to worry about bending a pin in the camera. Richie, we'll try you one more time before we get rid of you.
Can you hear me now?
Peace?
Yeah.
Yeah, I hear you now, bro.
Sure.
So what's your thoughts on the D4 as a working professional? Are you going to order one?
I think so. I mean, it looks pretty sick for the high ISO and everything. I mean, it's nice that it's not like 400 megapixels like everything else that's coming out. It's actually like usable for 90% of the stuff going on. If you're not shooting commercial billboard stuff, what do you need, 26 megapixels or above for?
Sure. Yeah, and I think I think the D3Ss are going to maintain their value used very, very well, because it's going to be a great camera for somebody who's doing weddings, somebody who's doing portraits, somebody who's doing something that they don't ever touch video. But if you can afford a little bit more to get the D4, it's probably going to be worth it. It's going to be very hard to get up front. I've already requested 2. What I request? I requested 2 today. As of 11:15, I think I sent an email in to jump the gun to get the priority thing going. So yeah, there's that 1DX or the Nikon D4. I've held on to both. I've played with both, and I'm going to be straight up honest. You guys know what I like about Nikon. I held on to that Canon camera, and it was thick like a brick, and it just didn't feel good in the hands. And I love the specs of the Nikon right now. And it's not saying that 1DX isn't going to be amazing. I am sure it's going to be amazing, but we seem to be Nikon guys here.
Yeah, I mean...
Oh, sorry, Adam.
No, I mean, I'm just looking at the video specs. I mean, 1080, 3024, and 720 at 60. I mean, it means that, we can do fast motion, slow motion. You can record at 30 and then tone it down to smooth things out. More recording time. I mean, just I'm looking at the focusing capabilities. I mean, it seems pretty amazing.
Let me tell you those main features that I saw. The main feature with Hey guys, Jared here. You just watched the first 10 minutes of our Spreecast where we discussed or started to discuss the Nikon D4 announcement and all the specs. So we went on for, I believe, 53 minutes, or actually I think we went on for about an hour, continued on past this 10-minute point. So if you guys would like to see the rest of the Spreecast, please click the link in the description here on YouTube, and it's going to take you over to fronosphoto.com/Spreecast, where you can pick this up at 10 minutes, just fast forward to 10 minutes, and then continue to watch all along. Also, you can register for Spreecast. It's free, or you can click on Jared, I believe, right here, and you can probably follow me, or click, I think it's right here. Yeah, if you click over like Adam Lerner, you could go follow. I already follow him, so you would do something like that. So click over me, that's me right here, and then follow me, and you'll be notified anytime I go ahead and do a Spreecast. You'll be notified, and you'll also know if you miss it that you can watch the replay with the chat and everything like that already running, that you can pick up at any time. So click that link below. Check out fronosphoto.com/Spreecast, where you can see the rest of this D4 discussion and get a lot of that information from a lot of pros, because we keep bringing more people on the screen. So we'll see you over there right now.